So I want to ask you guys something. If you collapse tomorrow, be it a stroke, an accident, some medical emergency, could your family touch your bank account? Could they pay your rent? Or could they even make a medical decision on your behalf? So I spent the last 6 years in Web3. I can bridge tokens, set up hardware wallets, explain DeFi to anyone, and I had absolutely no idea the answer to all those questions that I prompted you guys. Even for my own family, I think the answer will be no. So today I'm covering the topic of lasting power of attorney or LPA, what it is, why it matters, and how to set up one in Singapore. And if you're in your 20s to 30s, this is something that nobody told us about. So my parents have an LPA and they sorted it out a while back. When I found out, I thought, good for them, and I just moved on with my life. And then my friend Charlotte came to me and casually asked, hey, have you gotten your LPA or not? And I had to say no. My parents have one, and it somehow never occurred to me that I needed one as well. So that's one question that sent me down a big rabbit hole. So without an LPA, if I lose mental capacity tomorrow, my family cannot legally touch my accounts, they cannot manage my property or make medical decisions on my behalf. So they need to apply to court for a deputyship order, which starts anywhere from $3,000 and it can go up to $9,000. And this takes months. And during those months, your bills are still running and people who you love the most are legally powerless. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of us are in our 20s or 30s. We don't care about this because we are healthy, we are at the peak of our health. But strokes don't care about your age. Accidents don't care about your age. And having an LPA isn't about being pessimistic, it's about being responsible. And right now it's permanently free to set up if you're a Singapore citizen. So a lasting power of attorney or LPA lets you appoint someone you trust, called a Donee, to make decisions on your behalf if you lose mental capacity. So think of it like a will, but it's more for when you're alive. Your will activates when you die, and an LPA activates when you cannot decide for yourself, but you are still around here and you're still alive. So your Donee gets authorities in two different areas. First one is your personal welfare. This is where you live, the medical treatment you will get, the daily care that you have, and the big major life decisions when you cannot make them yourself. And the second one here is property and financial affairs. So this includes your bank accounts, your CPF, your investments, your property, anything that has to be financially related. So two forms exist right now. Form 1 is a standard authority done via Singpass, and come 1st April 2026, it will be permanently free for Singapore citizens. And Form 2 is customized and requires a lawyer and costs a little bit more, and for most people, Form 1 is more or less sufficient. So the only remaining cost here is the certificate issuer fee. So this is for a doctor or a lawyer who certifies that you are signing the LPA willingly, and doctors charge anywhere between $24 to $60, and that's the main cost out of your pocket. So to get started with LPA, there's only 4 steps and you can get it done within an hour. So step 1 is to choose your Donee. First, you need to have a conversation, make sure that this person that you're going to assign as your Donee understands and agree with you before you name them as your Donee. Step number 2 is to go to opg.mlaw.gov.sg and log in via Singpass, select Form 1, fill in your Donee details and the powers you grant to them. And step 3 is to book a certificate issuer, so a doctor or a lawyer who certifies that you are signing this freely, and doctor charge anywhere between $24 to $60 and lawyers charge anywhere between $50 to $300. So step 4 is to wait for registration. So OPG will process and register your LPA, and this takes roughly 3 weeks. So something to note is that the LPA doesn't kick in or doesn't activate the moment you sign it. It only kicks in when a medical practitioner certifies that you have lost your mental capacity. So your Donee will still have zero authority over you until that point. And you can also revoke or update it anytime while you still have mental capacity. So one thing to note here is to think about whether your parents have one too. So my parents sorted out theirs, but if yours haven't and something happens to them, you are the one going through that $3,000 to $9,000 court process that can take months, and that conversation today that you have with them could save your family a lot of pain. So LPA, or the topic of LPA, isn't an exciting one. It's not rainbows and sunshine, and there is no return on it. So nobody posts about having one, or nobody shows off that, oh, I have my LPA done. But the cost of not having LPA, if something goes wrong, is thousands of dollars, months of uncertainty, and decisions made by people who may not understand or know what you want. And if you're already thinking about your financial future, this is the next step that you might want to take to consider safeguarding yourself. So I've created a free guide that consists of checklists, your FAQs, everything that we've talked about in today's video, which is a really short one. And the most valuable thing that you can do right now is not to subscribe to the channel, it's not even liking this video, it's sending this video to someone who needs it. It could be a parent, it could be a sibling, or it could be a friend who just got married and bought a flat. So links to the free guide will be in the description down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.